We get you another policy development. Remember, the GST Council will be meeting next on July 21st, and just ahead of that, we're given to understand that they may be taking a call on rationalization of some products, including paint and cement, and also on cards. Will be on the 11th a meeting to discuss the contentious issue of sugar cess. Rituparna Nath is joining in for more details. Ritu, these are of course very important issues, but given the fact that there are revenue considerations before the government can go ahead with rate rationalization, what are you picking up, and can the council really go ahead with further rate rationalization so far?
The GST Fitment Committee will be meeting tomorrow, and we are given to understand from sources that this committee, the Finance Ministry in fact, is now in favor of cutting down rates on several items that are in the highest tax slab, that is the 28% bracket, and bringing them down to the 18% bracket, which means certain items like cements, paints, digital cameras can be brought down to a lower tax slab from the 28% bracket to the 18% bracket. And remember that the Finance Ministry, in fact the Finance Secretary has been saying that they will be looking at further rate rationalization once the revenue collection stabilizes further. Not just that, the GOM on sugar will be meeting on the 11th of July, and they will be meeting after they got the approval from the Law Ministry and have also received a response from the Attorney General, and they will be deciding whether or not to impose a 3 rupee cess up and above the 5% GST that we already pay on sugar. Now remember, there is less than 10 months to go for the elections. Now it is a difficult, the centre will be taking a difficult call whether or not to impose this cess on sugar ahead of the elections. Remember, the cabinet has also given a massive 8,500 crore bailout package for the cash-starved industry, and also all of this will be taken into consideration, and by the next meeting on 21st of July, the council is likely to take a decision on whether or not to impose cess on sugar, and also whether they'll be likely to see rationalization of rates. Several items in the 28% bracket might see a slashing of rates, and we might be now paying 18% GST on those items. Also, when it comes to sugar cess, remember, this is also, there also been a school of thought which says that imposing a cess up and above GST will be a bad step, because GST in the first place was brought in to do away with the cascading effect of tax and cesses. So we'll be looking forward to the end of these meetings and the next GST Council meeting to understand what is the final call.